Hey everyone, my name's Fox.
And I'm KFC Dad.
Welcome back, guys.
Yes, welcome back, guys. This is another prediction vlog for the Premier League, and this is week number
7.
Week number 7. Right then, let's do the scores from last week. In the lead is KFC Dad with a massive 57 points.
Woo!
Who's in second place?
Wesley Schnauzer, 38 points.
With 38 points, which leaves Mind the Silver Fox in last place with
29.
With a paltry 29 points. He is rubbish.
Embarrassment. But I'm beating you in the championship.
Yeah, you are, but I'm smashing you in this one. So that's our scores from last week. Don't forget, guys, to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. I think we've got about 5 more subscribers to get to 5,600. Can we do it? Can you get us there? Or will we already be there when you see this video? Who knows? But still, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
It's for free.
It is, and it helps us out massively. Thank you for all your support already. We are loving it.
I'm massive loving you guys in here.
Okay, so game number 1 is
Crystal Palace against Liverpool.
Crystal Palace against Liverpool. 2 contrasting sides. Liverpool currently sit at the top of the table, and they won their last game, didn't they?
Yes.
And Crystal Palace are in the relegation zone, in the 3rd spot of the relegation zone, losing 2-1 to fellow strugglers Everton.
That was a big loss.
Yeah, I think Arne Slot is getting it right at the moment. And what are you going to go for your prediction, mate?
I'm going for 2-0 Liverpool to win.
I'm going to go for a Liverpool win as well. I'm going to go 3-0 for Liverpool to win.
You're going for Mo Salah hat-trick.
Who knows? But I'm going 3-0. You're going 2-0. What about Mr. Schnauzer?
Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Liverpool sitting top of the league at the moment, and Crystal Palace are in the relegation zone. I think there's only one winner here, and it's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool. I can't see Crystal Palace getting anything in this game.
Okay, game number 2 is on the Saturday.
Arsenal versus Southampton.
Arsenal, fresh from Champions League and from playing Leicester at the weekend. Just about scraping through, Arsenal did. Leicester were, drawing with them from 2-2 with 3 minutes to go, and then they I don't know, they've been working on their set pieces, and they got one of them through. So yes,
fair play to Arsenal, fair play to them. They gave it a go at first half, and they were dominating it, and then second half we came out.
Yes, we did. I'm not going to say fair play because they didn't fair play. So right, okay, what are they going to do against Southampton? Because Southampton, they lost on the Monday night kickoff. They lost 3-1 to our next opponents, Bournemouth. South Coast derby.
Yes.
So what's going to happen? What do you think?
Also, we'll get the clean sheet 4-0.
4-0. I'm going to go for an Arsenal win as well. I'm going to give Southampton a goal, but I'm going to go 3-1 to Arsenal. And Mr. Schnauzer, what about you?
Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal doing very well at the moment. Southampton still yet to get a win. I think Arsenal win this 3-0. Arsenal winning their last 2 games in the league and the Champions League. So yeah, it's going to be Arsenal 3, Southampton 0.
Game number 3 is
Brentford against Wolves.
Brentford against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolverhampton Wanderers not doing so great, are they? Bottom of the league.
But they played well against Liverpool.
They did play well against Liverpool, but Liverpool beat them. Was it 2-1?
Yeah.
2-1, yes. And Brentford, they got a 1-1 draw with West Ham, sitting mid-table, and they're an okay side. What are you going to go for on this one?
I'm sorry, West Ham Wolves fans, you're going to lose here again. I'm saying Brentford to win 2-1.
2-1. I'm going to start off and I'm going to go sit on the fence. I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. I think Wolves will get a point here. So that's what I am. But what about you, Mr. Schnauzer?
Brentford versus Wolves. I can see Brentford winning this 2-1. Wolves currently sit bottom of the league and have only got one draw in their last 5 games, whereas Brentford have done well, are mid-table and they're in 12th place. So yeah, it's going to be 2-1 to Brentford.
Game number 4 is
Do it. Leicester City versus Bournemouth.
yes, back at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth, the Monday night kickoff we just mentioned, they played against Southampton and they beat Southampton 3-1. Semenyo, the player to look out for on the Bournemouth side. Leicester went away to Arsenal and came out 4-2 losers, but that doesn't tell the whole story because it was 2-2 up until the 94th minute, and Arsenal finally broke through and won the game. It could easily have been a draw. Yeah. Well, what are you going to go for on this one, mate?
I'm going for a 2-1 win. Leicester win, get their first win.
I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to go for Leicester's first win. I'm going to go 2-1 as well. Let's see what Mr. Schnauzer thinks.
My team, Leicester City versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth winning against Southampton on the Monday Night Football. Leicester losing in the last couple of minutes to Arsenal in the last game. I think this is going to be a 1-0 win for Leicester. I think we'll nick it, we'll battle hard, and we'll get the 3 points in this one.
Game number 5 is
Manchester City against Fulham.
Man City versus Fulham. Now, are Man City having a little bit of a wobble because they're not top anymore? Liverpool are, and they've drawn their last 2 games, drawing 1-1 with Newcastle, and then previous to that 2-2 with Arsenal.
But they had Rodri got injured at Arsenal game.
Yes, he has, and he's out for the season.
It's on the ALCL.
Okay,
And then Kevin De Bruyne has been out into internationals.
so that's a big hole to fill where Rodri's left and De Bruyne. So yeah, Fulham in the last 5 games they haven't lost. They're doing very well. And who did they play in their last game?
Nottingham Forest.
They beat them 1-0.
But Smith Rowe scored that goal.
Yeah, and he's been an excellent signing for them from the summer. So they're not going to be an easy team to win against, but I still think Man City have got too much. They've got the robot, and the robot I think will score. Hopefully not, but he will score. So
I can see it because he's a goal machine.
So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Manchester City win.
I'm copying you, Desandra. I'm going for 2-1.
Okay, so we both go for 2-1 scoreline. What about the Mr. Schnauzer?
Man City versus a very good Fulham side who have done really well at the moment and not lost in their last 5 games. However, I still think even without De Bruyne and Rodri, Man City will win this 2-0.
Game number 6 is
West Ham against Ipswich Town.
West Ham against Ipswich Town. Newly promoted Ipswich Town are probably the team that's doing a little bit better than the other two, like Leicester and Southampton. They've got a draw in their last game against
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. An admirable 2-2 draw against Aston Villa after they were trailing.
Leicester fans didn't want that.
No, we didn't want that, but that's what they got, and they deserved it. And West Ham, they got a draw as well. They got a 1-1 draw against Brentford.
I think West Ham fans are a bit frustrating with their manager and their players.
They are, but they might have turned a corner maybe. So what are you going to go for on this one, mate?
Ipswich, I don't know about Ipswich. I'm going to say West Ham will win 2-1.
Okay. Well, I'm going to sit on the fence because I'm not sure. I can't separate I'm going to go for another draw for Ipswich and West Ham, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
We don't want another points.
Well, that's what I think is going to happen. So, Mr. Schnauzer, what's your prediction for this?
West Ham versus Ipswich Town. West Ham not doing so good at the moment, sitting 14th in the league, only winning 1 of their last 5 games, drawing 2 and losing 2. I think Ipswich Town doing the best out of the 3 promoted sides. I'm going to go for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 7 is
Everton against Newcastle.
Everton against Newcastle. Everton getting the first win of the season and coming out of the relegation zone and sitting above the 3 promoted sides now, getting a 2-1 win
Against Crystal Palace.
against Crystal Palace.
Newcastle got a draw against Manchester City.
Yeah, that's why I think Newcastle will win this.
I agree, totally agree. Or I can see Andy Gordon will score this one and Harvey Barnes will score. I'm saying 3-0 to Newcastle.
3-0. I'm going to go for a similar scoreline. I'm going to go 3-1 to Newcastle United. And
Let's go over to the Palace house to Wesley Schnauzer.
no, it's not the Palace house. It's the Schnauzer Palace. What's your prediction, mate?
Everton versus Newcastle. Everton getting their first win last weekend, and Newcastle getting a draw against Man City. I can only see one winner in this one as well. I'm going to go Newcastle to win 2-1.
Game number 8 is
Aston Villa against Manchester United.
yes, a very stumbling Manchester United, losing their last game 3-0 to Spurs on the Sunday. Was it the Sunday kickoff?
Yes.
Yeah, 3-0 to Spurs. They are not very good at the moment, are they?
But all Manchester United fans want Eric Card out.
Yes, he hasn't got much faith left with the fans, has he now? So, it's a tough one for Manchester United, and I'm going to say they are going to lose this one as well. I'm going to go 2-0 to Aston Villa.
I'm going 2 good Aston Villa have been such a good and playing very well. They've got good manager. I'm saying 2-1 to Aston Villa.
Yeah, so we both go for a Villa win. What about Mr. Schnauzer?
Aston Villa versus Man United, a Sunday kickoff at 2 p.m. I'm going to go 1-0 Aston Villa, doing very well at the moment, both in the league and in Europe. Man United just managing to scrape a draw in Europe, a 3-3 draw, and losing to Spurs 3-0. They haven't won in the last 3 games, I think. So, yeah, I'm going for a Villa win.
Game number 9 is
Chelsea against Nottingham Forest.
yes, Chelsea against Nottingham Forest.
And
Now,
the lines and then the trees.
yes. Now, Chelsea, I think Enzo Maresca has an abundance of talent at the club, and he has found his team, and they are doing very well now and clicking, and all the players are looking like they're loving playing under Maresca, like our players did when he was with us. So, yeah,
Leicester fans do miss him.
I think some of them do, and then some of them don't. But anyway, what about Forest?
Nuno Passos is doing very well for Nottingham Forest. They got a draw against Brighton. And they lost their last game against Fulham.
Yeah, who's Nuno? Who do you know? What?
Nuno Passos.
Nuno Espirito Santo. Okay, yeah. So yeah, but they have been doing well. I think that's their first loss in the season, and yeah, they're a very good side. They've got very good players. However,
you say yours.
I'm going to go for a 3-1 Chelsea win.
guess I'm going opposite to you, Dad.
Are you?
I'm going 2-1 to Nottingham Forest.
2-1 to Nottingham Forest.
But-
Listen, they're a good side, and that could well happen.
But I've been watching how Chelsea been playing last week. They were pissing it backwards.
Passing it backwards and playing around the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we did. And they are prone to a mistake. So maybe Forest will exploit that.
See, if I'd done it against Liverpool, they won 1-0.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm going to go for a 3-1. What about Mr. Schnauzer? Let's go to Schnauzer Palace. And what do you say, mate?
The second Sunday kickoff is Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. Maresca getting the Chelsea team gelling well now and scoring goals and winning games. Forest got their first loss of the season in the last game. I think this will be a 2-0 win for Chelsea. I think they'll just be a little bit too strong with all the quality they have in their squad.
The last game of the weekend, the Sunday kickoff, I think it's the 4:30 kickoff, is
Brighton versus Spurs.
Brighton versus Tottenham Hotspur. Two kind of even sides, similar to each other. Brighton, what about in their last game?
They lost 4-2 against Chelsea.
They did. And Tottenham won 3-0 against Manchester United in their last game. So they're kind of a little bit on the up. However, what are you going to go for on this one?
Brighton, something is, they're very good at home. They're not very good at away games. They're very good at the Emirates. I'm sticking for
The Emirates, you mean the Amex?
Emirates, yes.
Okay.
They're very good, and I'm saying 2-1 to Brighton.
2-1 to Brighton. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. I'm going to go for a Desmond 2-2 draw, because I think the two teams are very evenly matched, and I'm going to go for a high-scoring 2-2 draw for this last game of the weekend. What about Mr. Schnauzer?
The last game of the weekend is a tasty affair with Brighton taking on Tottenham at the Amex, and I think Brighton will win this 1-0. I think that Tottenham are doing really well at the moment. I think they've not lost in their last 3 or 2 games, but I think Brighton will nick this 1-0.
Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to smash a like and hit the subscribe button if you like what we do on these vlogs.
And let's get down to how many likes we want, Dad.
50. Can't we get to 50 likes?
Come on, share it out and smash a like. And we'll be at the home against Bournemouth at home.
Yeah, we'll be at the King Power Stadium for Bournemouth at home. And we'll hopefully see some of you there.
Hope you get the 3 points up the city.
Can Leicester get their first 3 points of the season?
And come on, the boys.
Okay, so it's goodbye from him and adios amigos from me.
And Blue Army.